shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. My bread as hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 60-or. You must be dreaming. Get ready.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Operating from the gun. McGee, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
On 2nd down now, Donnelly. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. Stop your whining. Get it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll run on 1st down. Donnelly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Rolling to his right. Flush to his right, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up. Looking to throw on second down. McGee got his man. It's Eifert. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, McGee. He finds his running back, Mixon, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on second down, McGee. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 80 weapons. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, McGee. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Conley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw.
And he's going to go down again. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throwing to start the drive. McGee, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Seahawks take over. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing to start the drive. McGee, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Topper! Switch!
On 1st and 10, McGee, open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and 2, McGee, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
They're running it. General West. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Look at me, zipper. Check the call. Mike 55. Not today, you won't. Not today. Yes.
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey. Check. Hey. 4 down.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's caught. Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, 0-0.
On 3rd down, Wilson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Back to throw. McGee. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McGee. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, McGee, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That's the way you make the spin. That's the way you make the spin, baby.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
On first down, Donnelly. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. On third down, Donnelly. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. McGee. And Eifert has it. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
30 base. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. McGee. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Back to throw. McGee to Mixon on the check down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Off play action. McGee. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. McGee. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Royce Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. On first down, McGee. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 9 now. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
19. 3 buzz.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. Donnelly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
36 power.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hey, move 15. We got 4 down. 5 52.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Shakes off the sag. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. D Ford. Credit him with his sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
12.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
What? What? I'm scared.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be down so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.